Ugh, enough of my complaining. Okay. How's your new job?
Only been there a week, but I never knew that property management could be so complicated.
You are gonna do great. I know it.
Wait, I have an idea that could help the both of us.
I might be beyond help, but shoot.
My boss got a call this morning. One of the caretakers at the properties they manage had to leave because his dad slipped and fell.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine, but they need a winter caretaker to fill in ASAP.
A caretaker, what do you mean?
It's this empty chalet up in the mountains. It belongs to some wealthy family in Europe, but they haven't been there in years.
What does this have to do with me?
You need somewhere quiet to write, some solitude so you can focus. And didn't you say it's hard to think romance in Boulder right now?
Well, yes.
And I'd look pretty good first week on the job if I helped out in a pinch. My boss is desperate.
Look, a winter chalet sounds magical, but I've never been a caretaker before. What would I need to do?
Just knock some icicles off the roof and run the water so the pipes don't freeze. That's it. With the owners never there, the place runs itself.
Wow. That's gorgeous. Change of scenery couldn't hurt. Okay, let's say I were interested. What's next?
Meet my boss and look over the contract. That's it.
A winter writing retreat. Okay. Where do I sign?
Emily, the key opens the door, the pen so you do some great writing. Good luck, Becca. I could get used to this.
So, what do you think of the place?
It's gorgeous and so inviting and warm and some interesting decor. Becca, this place is perfect.
Well, my boss couldn't be happier with me, so if you get some writing done, it's a classic win-win. Is it romantic? You are writing a romance after all.
Yep, all by my lonesome. Yes. No. A fresh start in the morning couldn't hurt. First day and I'm already talking to myself. Who goes there?
What? Hello? Hi.
If it's a package, just leave it at the door.
Thank you.
No, I'm not a deliveryman. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to open the door.
Sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Why not, may I ask?
Clayton, it's okay, go back to sleep. My 4 brothers are sleeping, and Army Rangers on leave get so tired.
Look, I can prove that I've been here before. There should be a desk by the window with a quill pen and a coat of arms above a fireplace.
Yes, but I would need to contact the property company.
I even have a key. I just can't seem to work it in the lock.
Where did you get that key?
My family owns this chalet. I'm Henry.
The family who owns the chalet lives somewhere...
In Europe, yes. Concordia, to be exact.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. It's just a bit freezing out there.
So, are you staying,
Who are you?
Emily?
What are you doing here?
My job?
What's your job?
Making sure pipes don't burst.
Ah,
And keeping burglars away?
do I look like a burglar?
Maybe. A well-dressed one. Look, I'm gonna make a call.
Really, I am very tired and there is so much to do, so perhaps you can start us some tea.
Come along, Fritz. There's no time to waste.
Oh, there's more people.
Really, Henry, there's no excuse for driving like that.
Sorry, Tilson, those mountain curves are way too tempting, and anyway, you should have kept up.
Well, if you insist on driving yourself, at least let Fritz drive with you. What's this?
I don't know, some sort of Emily person?
What's going on here?
Apparently I'm a burglar.
Actually, I said maybe, if you recall.
Well, your diligence is commendable, but misplaced. I've been in touch with your employer, the property management company. You are Miss Miller, I presume?
Yes.
We flew in from Concordia this morning. I would have telephoned, but apparently your phone is turned off.
I did forget to charge it last night.
Tilson, set a call to my father. Fritz, old chap. Have a look at that alleged sports utility vehicle. The suspension feels a bit dodgy.
Sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wouldn't want to wake Clayton and the rest of the Army Rangers, would we?
I made that up.
Did you?
Just as a precaution.
It was so clever.
Your Highness, we're behind schedule.
Of course, Emily. That tea, when you get a second, please.
Wait, Your Highness?
Yes, that is the proper form of address for the Crown Prince of Concordia.
Yeah, right. A prince.
You may do a web search if you must.
If I had a signal, I would.
We brought our own hotspot. Password is off with their heads, all one word. Prince Henry does enjoy the odd joke.
You could have fooled me. Prince?
This.
Your Highness, do I curtsy or bow or I'm...
Oh, no. Simply good morning, will do.
Good morning. You know, I should probably change.
You might need your socks.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I found a hole in my boots last night, and so I was just drying them off.
On the Concordian coat of arms.
Oh, is that what that is? It's nice.
What is your role around here?
I'm the caretaker.
The caretaker, really?
Is that so hard to believe?
I just don't see much care being taken.
Ha. Right.
Interesting slippers.
I'm just gonna go change my clothes and take these slippers off.
No. Flight was smooth as can be. No, Father, I'll be home in a week after my task is complete, I told you. Well, look, can't Edwina handle the cabinet meeting just this once? I mean, that's what royal siblings are for. Right, Tilson, my schedule, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, perhaps I can try to fit it in.
So he's really a prince, huh?
For a short time, anyway. Next week he'll be king. Now, introductions. Fritz.
I'm Fritz, His Highness bodyguard and personal valet.
Oh, nice to meet you, Fritz.
And I'm Ms. Tilson, the Prince's Chief of Staff. It's my job to make sure that the Prince's royal duties are met with utmost precision.
Gotcha.
That's great. Look, you guys seem really busy. I just came down to let you know I'm going to gather my stuff, pack it up, and leave you to your royal business.
And why would you do that?
What? I mean, you're all here now. I assume you don't want me in your way.
Want and need are two separate things. You are the caretaker, are you not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for like 24 hours now.
Well, due to short notice, only Fritz and myself are here to see to the prince's needs. Your services are still required for the week that we are here.
My job was to knock icicles loose and keep the pipes from freezing up.
And you shall, while doing other tasks as well. It usually takes at least a dozen staff to meet the basic needs of the prince.
Look, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
No, I think it is you who fails to understand. May I remind you of the contract that you signed? If you have any issues, may I suggest you take it up with the management company?
No. See, I came here for peace and quiet. Okay, I'm a writer and...
And that will be all. Staff, back to work.
And I was standing there in my pink bathrobe and bunny slippers. It was humiliating.
They swooped in unexpectedly. I had no idea. My boss said they haven't visited in years.
Becca, it's not your fault. But they can't be right about that contract I signed.
I'm so sorry, but I just read the fine print. The caretaker shall assist with all reasonable requests made by the property owner or their representative.
Huh. As a writer, you'd think I'd pay more attention to the words. Guess I should have read the whole contract.
This is all my fault. Just come home. I'll deal with this as best I can.
Thank you.
You're up there to write, not to get wrapped up in my drama.
Drama? Oh, wait a minute. Becca, if I quit and break my contract, then you're in bad with your new boss.
It'll be fine. I'll figure something out.
No, Becca, you know what? I got this. I will write in the evenings and in other spare time.
But the deadline for your book. Emily, are you sure about this?
Positive. Besides, as a writer, I need to open myself up to new experiences and interesting characters. You never know. Maybe this will give me some new material for my book.
Okay, if you're sure.
In fact, I think I already have some.
Miss Miller, please.
Yes, Miss Tilson, I'm clearing out my things, like you asked.
And all the other rooms you tried writing in, please.
Well, what is all this for?
Oh, the prince has wall-to-wall interviews and video calls scheduled. Oh, what's this?
Oh, my idea book. Can't forget that.
Oh, Tilson, I need your thoughts on the last line of my speech. Now, new ending sounds like this. So, ladies and gentlemen and gathered dignitaries, this treaty will benefit both of our nations with 20% more high-tech trade and 18% expanded agricultural exports. How's that sound?
A little stuffy, actually.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry, Your Highness. I just meant it sounded a little formal.
Yes, of course it sounds formal. This address was crafted by several members of the Concordian Foreign Service to thaw trade with one of our formerly quarrelsome neighbors, the nation of Ancadia. Do you have a better suggestion, or...?
Then it's a happy occasion, right?
Sure.
Yeah, how about something like, so, former rivals and now future friends, this happy day is long overdue. A chance to turn swords into silicon chips and arguments into apples. Something like that. And then to benefit both our great nations moving forward.
I like the ring of that.
Yeah?
That might work.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? Thank you.
Oh, that's my pen.
Miss Miller, a word.
Yes. Wow. All this stuff. You guys planning an invasion?
The prince insists on a regimented daily schedule so as not to waste even a minute of his time.
Man, if I were that organized, I'd crank out a book a week.
Yes, about that. While you may be a writer, you are also a member of the royal household this week.
Of course, Miss Tilson, but I do plan on writing in my spare time.
How you spend your free time is none of my concern, but as a member of the staff, I need to make you aware of what is expected.
Right.
Firstly, you do not offer your opinion willy-nilly to the prince. He is very busy.
But don't you think it helped?
It is irrelevant. You speak when spoken to, and that is all.
Got it. Okay. What else?
As to your duties, you will start your day by procuring the prince's morning newspaper.
Can he just read the news online?
The prince enjoys an actual newspaper with his breakfast, which commences at 7:05 every morning.
Okay. Newspaper. Check.
The prince reads the London Concord to stay up on world affairs.
The closest this town has to a newsstand is some magazines at the gas station and mini mart.
You'll figure it out. Now, moving on, the prince prefers his eggs soft-boiled.
Oh, okay. Miss Tilson, I have to stop you right there. I am not much of a cook.
The prince's personal chef learned his wife was in labor as we left for the airport, so as the chef is not available, you will step in. Now, there should always be a crackling fire going and tea at the ready. Tea should be served between 76 and 85 degrees Celsius, unless the prince requests oolong, which should be served between 82 and 87 degrees. Any questions?
Just one. Can you take that again from the top?
Fritz, we're frozen again.
We're back, sir.
Right. Okay, so, yes, as I was saying, addressing the Manufacturers Association by webcam is more than sufficient, I assure you.
It's just not how things are done, Henry.
Shirking your royal duties, big brother.
Quite the opposite. I am on the phone with both of you right now, and if I were back home, look, I wouldn't be able to attend to important matters here.
Don't worry, Henry. I'll cover for you while you're gone. Anyway, I've played the Queen before. When I was 6 and wore Mother's tiara.
Yes, you do wear so many hats. Thank you, Edwina, you're a lifesaver.
You know, your uncle's old home is hardly a matter that requires your attention a week before your coronation.
This place means a great deal to me. But anyways, you know the law, Father. A king cannot own or inherit land outside of the kingdom, so this place must be sold next week before I take the crown. Now, please, let's not quibble about this anymore.
At least we agree on that.
Knock, knock.
Come in.
7:05 a.m.
What is that?
It's my breakfast, I think.
Sorry, Your Highness, the toaster is tricky, and I had a little trouble making soft-boiled eggs, so I scrambled them.
But how did they get so gray?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure. But the tea is the right color.
Thank goodness.
Henry, who might this be?
Yes, Emily, this is my father. Father, this is Emily. She's the caretaker of the chalet. Emily, this is my father, King William.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty. I'd curtsy, but I might spill the tray.
Not to worry, your hands are full. Especially with my stubborn son.
Is that my morning newspaper?
Yes, the London Concord. I had to print it in sections and tape it together. Will there be anything else?
No, I think you've done quite enough.
Okie dokie. Right. Nice to meet you, Your Majesty. That was my pen.
Now, Father, as far as the meeting of the Lords on Friday, I was thinking that would be a good time to discuss the treaty.
How about that? I spoke with the ambassador last night, and I have some very crucial information.
Yes, about that what, Fritz? We lost him again.
Got it.
Someone seems to have knocked the power cord loose, sir.
Who the devil did that?
Oops.
Oops. We were just discussing important matters of state.
Give me 2 minutes, you'll be back online with them, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Highness.
It's all right.
I just don't get why you'd fly all the way here just to have all these meetings back home.
What if I told you I'm on holiday?
If this is you on holiday, I'd hate to see you working.
If you must know, I'm here to sell the chalet. And the sooner the better. But don't you understand deadlines?
Well, that's one thing I do understand. Excuse me, Your Highness.
Oh, there we are, sir. Have you back online in a jiff.
What in the world? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello?
Break!
Oh, good one, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Sorry to bother you.
Now that you have?
Well, you guys are doing amazing, by the way. I'm just wondering if there's a way this can work for all of us. Like, how much longer will it be, or can you do it more quietly?
I have precisely
13 minutes.
13 minutes for my workout, and you want us to fence more quietly.
13 minutes, that's great. No, never mind then. I just trying to get some writing done, and it sounds like pirates have taken over the house.
Ha ha ha, pirates. I'll have you know that fencing is one of the oldest and most difficult sports in the entire world.
As difficult as trying to write while pirates are playing outside your door?
Fencing is like chess in motion. It is sparring with steel.
And writing is sparring with words. And I think I just got the last word in.
Double time, even louder.
Evening, miss.
Hey, Fritz, how was your day?
Oh, fine. His Highness is very busy. Diplomatic calls, heads of state, tutoring sessions on royal affairs. Is there something you need? You look a bit out of sorts.
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking for something. My idea book.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Oh, Henry was cold. I thought it was scrap. Oh, I really am sorry.
What is all the ruckus?
My notebook's in the fire.
Fritz, be a good fella. Go get some clean rags.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. What was this anyway?
It's where I jot down my ideas, and it's ruined.
Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, surely you can come up with some new ideas?
Ideas aren't like crumpets. You can't just send out for more. Oh, this is funny to you, huh?
No, I'm so sorry. 1,000 pardons.
You know what? You look lovely tonight, Your Highness. Good night.
She certainly speaks her mind.
Yes, she does. Should Miss Tilson speak to her, sir?
Actually, no.
You haven't...
What?
Never mind.
Ah.
Hey, Fritz.
There you are. Wasn't sure.
Here and getting nowhere with my writing.
Well, I hate to distract, but Miss Tilson has asked to see you.
Summoned, am I? I'll be right there.
Thank you.
Miss Tilson, you rang?
Yes, the prince went into town on some errands, but it's Tuesday, and on Tuesdays the prince enjoys fresh croissant and jam with his afternoon tea.
But where would I possibly find fresh croissants?
Well, surely you can get them in town.
But it's a very small town.
You are the caretaker, so please take care of it.
Croissants? Sorry, we don't get much call for them around here. But I do make pretzels too, if you like treats with a twist.
No, thank you. I'm in a bit of a croissant emergency. It's a long story.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
I don't think so. I just got here this week.
In town to do some skiing?
I wish. I'm the temporary caretaker up at that big chalet on Skyview and trying to get some writing done. I'm an author.
You don't say. Anything I may have heard of?
Just one novel so far, Romance in the Rockies.
Stay right there.
What?
I love Romance in the Rockies. It's the best book I've read this year.
Amazing. I'm so glad you like it.
About that, Emily Miller right here in my donut shop. So when's your next book coming out?
As soon as I can get past my writer's block, I'm afraid.
How do you come up with the stories you write anyway?
It's a good question. Sometimes inspiration comes easily, and sometimes it doesn't. Every now and then, a spark just kind of pops up out of nowhere. Speaking of which, are you making fresh donuts anytime soon?
I was just about to make a batch when you came in here.
Think you could twist a few into a croissant shape?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Because I liked your book so much, I'll give it a try.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Wilson. Thank you for meeting me. Dreadfully sorry to keep you waiting. As I was saying over the phone, I need work to start right away. Extremely fast, in fact. The house is starting to be shown on Friday, which means the work must be done by then at the chalet.
Okay, well, you sign the check and I'll get at it. So, here's the estimate for the materials. As you can see, we've got drywall, paint, etc.
Well, it seems a bit high, especially here. This 5-figure start work for you?
Well, you wanted a rush job, and I got more work than I can handle. Plus, I gotta charge you a little bit extra to put you to the front of the line, and materials are expensive. If you look at...
What are you doing here?
I was just picking up some things.
Oh, Mr. Wilson, this is Emily Miller. Emily's helping us out to the chalet.
Hi.
Hi. I couldn't help but hear. That's great that you're so in demand, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, my crew and I, we just put up a roof down the road, and we're working on a driveway this morning, so we're pretty busy.
Really? That's amazing, because usually putting in a new roof causes some calluses, and your hands look great. It's a good job.
Oh, well, I wear really good gloves.
Oh, okay. The same brand as your boots. It's just, for most people, putting in a new driveway would cause their boots to get covered in tar, and yours look really clean. It's really something. But anyway, if you can't waive the big start fee, no hard feelings. We'll just go with the guy yesterday. The estimate was lower, right? Yeah, and you're so busy anyway, so it's nice to meet you.
Well, I'm sure there's a little bit of wiggle room in there. I can, no, I'm waiving the fee.
Oh.
I'll waive the fee, yeah.
Okay, good. And, but these look like retail prices for paint and lumber. Oh, but with your contractor's discount, we'll get 20% off? Sorry to meddle, Your Highness. I just couldn't stand there and watch him take advantage of a naive, a newcomer.
But what makes you assume that I'm some naive newcomer?
Well, for starters, if a contractor sees you've got money, he may try to take it. So before you negotiate next time, you might want to park your fancy European sports wagon down the street.
Yes, I see your point. And how come you know so much about all that, work business?
Before I was an author, I was actually an accountant for a big construction firm in Denver.
Ah, well, you were very impressive. Oh, before I forget. This is for you. To replace the one that went up in smoke. May not have any ideas in it yet, but given how quickly you think on your feet, I'm sure it'll be filled up in no time.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no.
What? What is it?
It's Nigel Boland. It's a photo-taking gadfly for the Concordian gossip pages. What's he doing here? Oh, God. Yeah.
Maybe he's on vacation?
Well, it's a little far to go for skiing, but not for a photo. He's coming this way. Hurry.
Okay.
How about some brunch?
Sure.
Fantastic. My treat. This way.
You didn't have to do all this, Your Highness.
It's the least I can do. And you don't have to call me Your Highness.
Oh. Is it your lordship, then, Your Highness?
Actually, just plain Henry will do.
There's nothing plain about you, but I'll give it a try.
Henry.
That's better.
So, why such lengths to avoid Nigel?
He twists the simplest things into scandals. Like my coming here, he would spin it into some sort of frivolous trip.
But why did you come here yourself to sell the chalet? I mean, a guy like you could just wave your royal scepter and say, get it done.
Well, I think you're confusing a scepter with a magic wand. And anyway, it's complicated.
Well, I like a good story. Try me.
My Uncle Chauncey built this chalet years ago to escape the pressures of the palace back home. And if the Winter Palace must be sold, I need to ensure that it's sold to the right buyer.
The Winter Palace?
This is my uncle's nickname for the chalet.
Sounds like a place where kings and queens hold court.
No, quite the contrary. Chauncey's door was open to all. No matter who you were, royal or local, as soon as you walked through that door, he made you feel like a king. For instance, if a local couple couldn't afford to get married, Chauncey would grant them the use of his little chapel.
So what became of Uncle Chauncey?
He passed away 5 years ago, and that was the last time I was here.
I'm sorry.
He was in line for the crown, but he stepped aside. My father became king, and now with my father retiring, I'm to be made king. So all I can do is ensure that this place is sold to the right buyer. Someone who appreciates it as much as I do. And all by the end of the week. And I suppose I needed to see it one last time.
You are not at all what I expected a prince to be like.
Oh, yes? And what did you expect a prince to be like?
I guess I thought you would just be doing more prince stuff, you know? Shouldn't you be out, playing polo and dancing at masquerade balls instead of working 24/7?
As prince, I head up the foreign ministry. I negotiate treaties. I propose budgets. And as king, I'll do even more.
I can see why you're so obsessed with schedules.
You know, I think we may be able to help each other. I need to get this place ready to be sold by the end of the week, and I am disastrously short-staffed. And you've clearly proven yourself resourceful.
Thank you, but I really should be writing whenever I can.
Well, then let me propose a treaty to you. If you help me in the mornings, you can have the entire afternoon free to write.
Okay. But on one condition. No more making fun of my bunny slippers. Deal?
Deal. All right, Mr. Wilson and his crew will be here soon to start work in the living room. But in the meantime, I'd like everything in this room to be catalogued, to either be thrown away or donated.
There's a lot to go through.
Yes, there is. And I'm going to start showing the house on Friday, so I want this room empty by then.
But look at these treasures. Some of this has to be personal to you.
There's no time for sentimentality, I'm afraid.
Stiff upper lip, huh?
Something like that.
Are you sure you want to part with all this stuff? I mean, look at these carvings. These are amazing. Who did these?
The name of the artist escapes me. You don't honestly like them, do you?
I do. They're beautiful. I've always loved sculptures. What is that quote from Michelangelo? Something about how the sculpture is already inside the block of stone and it's just waiting to be let out.
Be that as it may, they can go. These can go. Oh, these chairs, they can go.
Oh my goodness. Look at this telescope.
Oh, well, I forgot about that. Yeah. Chauncey and I used to, But give it to charity, and the sooner the better.
Hockey. Okay, I love hockey. I used to play with my dad. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, Chauncey and I used to play in the backyard, using the whole of it as a rink, even in the summer when we'd use pine cones for pucks. But everything can go, please.
You know, if you're going to be giving away all this stuff to charity, shouldn't we first make sure it's in good working condition?
It's hardly a good use of our time.
Could reflect poorly on Concordia. A matter of national pride, after all. Yeah, this should do nicely.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Don't tell me you're afraid of a little competition.
What? Oh, please, don't make me laugh. No, it's just that I have a call with the Lords at noon, so...
Does Concordia have a national bird?
No. Why?
It sounds like someone is chickening out.
Ah, all right.
Your Highness, what are you doing?
I am defending Concordian national honor, so I'm told.
But your schedule is full, sir, and there's so much work to be done to prepare the chalet for sale. Do something.
Like what?
I don't know anything.
Sir, shall I hold your hat?
No, thank you. Are you all right?
Yeah, help.
Yes, of course.
Oh, sire. How are you not shivering right now?
Well, I had a stiff upper lip, remember?
Right, yes.
Because right now it's frozen solid.
Thank you.
Sir, if you are quite done, there's quite a lot of work to get done today. Isn't that right, Miss Miller?
Yes, right. Of course.
Right.
Thank you.
Just a different sort of exercise today, Miss Tilson. Surely you approve.
I'm not sure that I do.
That Miss Miller is a breath of fresh air, wouldn't you say?
We shall see. Clean this up, would you?
Yes, ma'am.
Emily.
Yes.
Hi. I trust you've recovered from today's match.
I can just feel my fingers again, yes. What are you doing up?
Going over a draft of the treaty. When my father steps down next week, I have to be ready.
I thought someone only becomes king when an older king passes away.
Concordians are practical people. A charter states that a king must retire before their 70th year to always ensure a ruler at the peak of their abilities. And I've been preparing for years, and that date has finally come.
You never stop, do you?
No, I can't. My whole life has been planned down to the letter.
And down to a suitable princess as well, I understand. Certain Beatrix from the kingdom next door. She's very beautiful.
I see you've been reading online.
Yes.
Well, Beatrix is no longer in the picture.
Oh? What happened?
It's complicated. We're perfect on paper, just not in real life. That makes sense?
Believe me, it does. Yeah, I was dating a guy in my writing program. We had everything in common. But after my first book sold, Michael didn't handle it well. He was jealous, and he broke up with me last year.
Michael doesn't sound like a gentleman. Sorry.
I think I'm better with fiction than real life.
What's up?
Oh, this is my first chapter. Well, most of it. I'm stuck on a section. It helps me to print it and read it on paper.
I imagine that's rather difficult, making the transition from accountant to writer.
Yes, I gave up a very steady paycheck for something much less certain. But I do love it.
Still, it must take a lot of courage.
Right.
You know, if you'd ever like a second opinion on those pages of yours, I'd be happy to read them.
Really, I'm fine. I already have a dozen competing opinions in my own head.
Well, surely another pair of eyes would help.
That's so sweet, but you don't want to read my book.
I so rarely get to read for fun, and I would gladly read your pages. If you want.
Okay. Okay, fine. Take it quick before I change my mind.
morning.
What a surprise. You made your own tea. Impressive.
Oh, yes. Speaking of surprises, I read your chapter.
And?
And, I loved it.
Really?
Yes, really. But there was a problem.
What?
It ended halfway through.
Well, like I told you, I'm stuck.
Oh, really? I have an idea. Just indulge me.
Does anyone ever do otherwise?
Oh, no. So, my Uncle Chauncey and I used to have this game to invent stories. We'd take a snowball and we'd pack it in our bare hands and we'd pass it back and forth until we thought of the next phrase. But you have to do it without your gloves.
But that would be freezing.
Exactly. Ready?
Sure.
All right. Once upon a time. Now you think of the next phrase and pass it back to me.
There was a prince
A wise prince.
who liked giving orders.
Until he met a most disagreeable visitor.
Who made him apologize for his atrocious manners.
Until she realized that he was deeply insightful and the problem, in fact, lay with her.
Oh, you...
Hey! That's not part of the game!
Wait. I just got a great idea for my chapter. I just have to flesh it out.
You see, I told you this game would knock something loose. All right, so go. Right, be gone with you.
Aren't the painters coming soon?
Oh, don't worry about the painters.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here?
Oh, I'm just finishing up a sculpture I started years ago, and I suppose I lost track of time.
What is this? Explain, please.
Well, thought when this place has new buyers that perhaps the owners would like this little fellow living on their deck.
No, I meant explain how you made this. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's nothing really.
Nothing? Oh, this is something, all right. Wait a minute. Those were your carvings in the storage room, weren't they?
It's just a hobby from a lifetime ago, when I would visit my uncle and dream of being a sculptor and living an artist's life.
Well, why can't you?
Kings don't have much time for woodworking, I'm afraid, for one. And after my coronation next week, it's time to put away childish things.
But you have a sister. Couldn't she take the throne instead?
Edwina's my younger sister, and even though she's always been a diplomat of sorts, look, my country is expecting me to rule, and I can't let them down.
So you'd sacrifice your happiness and become king?
It's my royal destiny. And what's my happiness compared to the happiness of 500,000 people?
I may have misjudged you a bit. Look, if this is your last chance to enjoy the Winter Palace, maybe you should try to have some fun. The same goes for your staff.
How do you mean?
You guys all work so hard, and if this is your last time here, why not try to enjoy it? Isn't that what your uncle would have wanted?
Yes. Yes, he would. You know, you're a bit of a,
Nuisance.
no, I was going to say inspiration, and I will give your words some thought. Thank you.
Till tomorrow, then.
What is this?
Better take a look, Miss Tilson.
10:45 spin class and a spa day? What is this?
I had one just like it waiting for me, though mine said skiing instead of spa day and a class in origami, whatever that is.
Is this someone's idea of a joke?
Quite the contrary.
Miss Tilson, you've made schedules every day for me since I was 5.
Well, yes, that is my job, to keep you on task, and you have meetings today.
Oh, I cancelled them.
No, you haven't.
I have the rest of my life for meetings. This week, I am on vacation. And some things will just have to wait.
What I think he's trying to say is that both of you deserve a little fun. So Fritz, lift ticket and origami class. And Miss Tilson, the spin class starts soon. Don't be late. And the spa is expecting you after that.
But the diplomatic pouch just arrived, and the workers need to be
Miss
supervised.
Tilson, are you disobeying a royal order?
No, of course not.
Good. Then Ms. Tilson, Fritz, enjoy your day off.
That went well.
Remains to be seen.
And what about you? What will the prince do for fun?
I figured I'd help out Wilson here. That is, if you'll have me, good man.
Lucky me.
Yes, indeed.
If you really want to help me, there's a few supplies you can get in town.
Oh, fantastic. Emily, since you're not writing until later, perhaps you'd care to accompany me.
I would love to.
How's your book coming?
It's going great.
Well, clearly your writer's block came from you working too hard and you just needed to have some more fun.
Wait a minute. Suddenly you're the expert in fun? Mr. Works all the time?
Listen, I am the most fun. For instance, I can do this.
But maybe you shouldn't.
Why not? Are you fun shaming me? You shaming my fun? How dare you?
You should let your fun side out more often.
Oh yeah? Why should I do that? Just get shamed more.
I mean, you probably have more friends.
I have plenty of friends. The problem is they all want something from me. Fame, favor, funding. The 3 Fs. You're very different.
I am?
Yeah. You don't seem to want anything from me at all.
Well, it's not actually true.
Oh yeah.
I want the rest of that pretzel.
Oh, no, you can't have it.
I-
Shoot.
Oh, is it that reporter guy?
Yes. Nigel. Probably up to no good. Just see the headline now. Pretzel Prince prances in streets with pretty peasant.
Excuse me?
Sorry. We should,
Yeah, no, let's just hurry up and get out of here.
It's icy. Take my hand.
I think he followed us.
You're right.
Miss Tilson,
I could be wrong, sire, but I think we have a problem.
clearly, the prince has been missing meetings and not returning calls. This has gone on long enough, Miss Tilson.
Yes, but what can we do?
Well, the sooner that chalet sells, the sooner Henry comes home. That's all there is to it.
Yes, sire. Leave it to me.
So you replace the screen, and then you put the spline in the slot, and...
It's done.
Voila.
Most ingenious.
So now you're doing home repairs?
Well, at the palace, they won't let me touch a thing. So now the next time something breaks, I won't have to call the repairman. No offense.
Miss Tilson, how was your spa day?
Perplexing. I had some sort of treatment involving guacamole. Or was it guava?
Well, whatever it was, you look wonderful. Who could that be?
Oh, dear. I had a message from the real estate agent while I was at the spa. They've sent a potential buyer. Apparently, he's very interested.
But it's 2 days early. We're not ready.
Well, I may have indicated to the agent our intense timeline, sir. But don't worry, I will take care of it. As you're due to speak to the Prime Minister in 10 minutes.
Reschedule that, please. I need to get a sense of who might be buying this place. I'll handle it myself. So, as you can see, there's quite a bit more work to do. We weren't quite expecting you so soon.
Oh, I don't mind a little paint sawdust. It's a great place you got here.
Thank you. My uncle helped build it himself. It was a bit of a passion project. In fact, he had these windows installed at night for stargazing.
And during the day, as you can see, the light in here is amazing. It's perfect for reading or just taking in this beautiful view.
Nice. Of course, I'd have to make some changes.
Changes?
Sure. Knock out some walls, put it in a bar. And this room would be perfect for a home theater. Just have to block out those windows.
But then you'd miss this gorgeous view.
It's a shame. But you can't make an omelet if you don't break a couple eggs.
Before we proceed too much further, you should be aware of the risks.
Risks?
Yeah, you know, the hazards.
What hazards?
Well, there's the bears, for one.
Bears?
Oh, they love it here.
Why would bears love it here more than any place else?
Oh.
It could be because of all the beehives in the eaves.
Yes. Full disclosure, I'm not sure my uncle got all the permits he needed to build this place.
I'm sure that could be fixed.
And of course, there is the fireplace in the main living room. Sometimes the chimney just blows the smoke right back in there. It's London in the 50s. And and then of course there is the roof. It leaks bad.
Are you trying to talk me into this place or out of it? I'm not sure.
Look, I'm terribly sorry. I just don't think this place is for you.
I understand. I appreciate your time. If you change your mind, you let me know.
Of course.
Have a good day.
You as well. That's the door. Thank you for all those fascinating stories.
You forgot to mention the potential for a meteor impact.
Well, I'll remember that for when he comes back. Thank you for the assist. Just simply not the right buyer.
But to sell this place soon, isn't any buyer the right one?
I just need to find someone who loves this place as much as I do.
I mean, I get it. Nobody wants to see their memories bulldozed. And your uncle did help build this place.
Yeah. Speaking of, there is something that I have been dying to do.
Your Highness, you've been at this for a while. I really don't think this is a good idea.
Look, if my Uncle Chauncey could help build this entire chalet with his own two hands, then surely I can change a light switch or two.
But Henry, we don't want you to get shocked.
Miss Tilson does have a point.
Be careful, sir.
All right, look. I watched Wilson do one of these earlier. It is perfectly fine, all right?
So you know what you're doing?
Obviously. And almost done, and...
Oh!
Whoops.
Hey, who's up for a candlelight dinner tonight?
So, long story short, I Must have crossed the wires.
Well, I think it all worked out perfectly. This is lovely.
I agree. It's a bit romantic, isn't it? Speaking of romantic, better clear these dishes. I have a date later.
You what? With whom?
The ski instructor gave me my lessons this morning. By the way, sir, I set up a telescope like you asked.
The telescope from storage?
Oh, yes, the mountain air is perfect for stargazing, and it's a clear night, so... Would you care to join me?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get more inspiration.
But sire, it's chilly out and late, and none of us want to catch a cold before the coronation.
So you can stay warm by the fire with a book. That's a royal order.
Henry certainly seems to have lost his focus.
Perhaps. But he hasn't smiled this much in ages.
Miss Hilson means well, but she and my father conspired to protect me from all this.
It's amazing. It's like you could see forever.
Indeed.
Yes. Wow.
You see that star there? Right in the heart of Leo.
Yes.
So that is Regulus. Uncle Chauncey used to say that that was my star, because Regulus in Latin means little prince.
In Latin, wouldn't Regulus mean little king?
Well, yes, if you want to get technical about things, I suppose it would mean little king.
Oh, the book, The Little Prince, the Latin translation was called Regulus. I think I would have liked your uncle.
You would have. His house here was just magic. People would come here and no matter what sort of mood they were in, they would leave happy.
Maybe it's working its magic on me. My book seems to be writing itself.
Does that mean you'll make your deadline?
Yes, I think so, if I keep up this pace. I just haven't quite figured out the end.
What about Journey's End in Lovers' Meeting?
Your Highness. Quoting Shakespeare?
Oh, it's my favorite. It's as true now as it was 400 years ago. And that's what people want, for the couple to end up together.
Sometimes that's easier said than done. So, 3 days. You're leaving in 3 days, huh?
It would seem so. This coronation business can't be stopped.
Your royal destiny? Wait, your future isn't set in stone. Why can't you write your own story?
I wish I had your courage.
Tonight, let's just enjoy the stars.
I'm afraid I've been unsuccessful, Your Majesty.
I understand. Henry can be very stubborn. I'll have to take stronger measures.
Father, the mayors are gathering for the morning tea downstairs in the library. Were you to meet them?
Yes, Edwina, I'll be there shortly.
Well, it's been quite a week. Is something wrong, Father?
No, I just need to make some arrangements to take care of a pressing matter.
Your Highness. Is everything all right?
I was just thinking what Chauncey must have felt when he first stumbled upon this place. All the possibilities open to him.
All is well, sir?
Better than well. That's the problem.
For the first time in my life, I have a choice that I never expected. A choice like my Uncle Chauncey had to face.
If you don't mind my saying, sir, your uncle was a wise man.
You sure you want to do this?
Yes. I am determined to make dinner for everyone, just like Chauncey used to do.
Yeah, but you really want to attempt...
Beef Wellington. No?
It just seems like that would be really challenging.
Duke of Wellington was a distant relation. I'm just hoping it might come naturally.
You know what? I could teach you how to make my world-famous fajitas.
That's easier.
I think so. And it's the one thing I know how to make.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Hungry?
yeah. These are Concordian apples. Try one.
So that was Emily's recipe?
But prepared entirely by Henry.
Yes. And I want to know exactly what you think. Really.
Really?
No holds barred.
No holds barred.
Absolutely. I'm tired of being yesed all the time.
Well, sire, I mean, since you asked us to speak freely, I would, well...
You did quite a job cooking the meat, sir.
Yes.
The texture reminded me of... a wallet I once owned.
Oh, it was tough.
Come on, it was your first time cooking.
Yeah, so says Miss Grey Eggs over here.
True. Yeah, we should open a restaurant.
Oh, yes, it would be quite the pair. Lines around the block, I'm sure.
It's been quite a week.
Yes, it has. I should thank you for, just reminding me
Of what?
of what apparently I'd been missing. This laughter, music, life. I've had an amazing visit.
Me too. I actually wrote something for you to read after you've gone home.
Maybe I don't want to go home.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like when you read a great book and you don't want it to end.
That's precisely my point. Maybe it doesn't have to end.
What do you mean?
Perhaps with some imagination, a way could be found.
But I leave tomorrow, and you...
Perhaps I could delay my trip a bit.
But your coronation...
Honestly, I'm not thinking about any of that right now.
Henry. Apparently, I've arrived just in time. Henry and I have an urgent matter to discuss.
Father, I can't believe you actually came all this way.
What can I say, Henry? It seems you needed my help.
I'm not sure that's true.
Well, you came here to sell the Winter Palace. Has it been sold?
Well, no, not yet. But I just need more time. Besides, the coronation isn't until next week.
Yes, well, that's the problem, Henry. There is no more time.
Look, Father, I've been thinking.
Edwina has done astonishing work in my absence. So I've been told. And if you'll remember, the treaty was her idea. She speaks multiple languages. She spearheads charities. I think she actually wants...
Henry, that is not for you to decide. It's an honor to serve. Yes. And I won't hear anything more to the contrary.
Father, you wanted an ordinary life, didn't you, before you became king?
Yes, but when Chauncey stepped down, there was no other choice for me.
But don't you ever regret not taking that life?
Your mother and I did what we had to for the nation. As must you, too. Concordia must have its new ruler, and as soon as possible.
And what, you're worried that I might run away?
Yes, well, once was enough with Chauncey. Chancellor and the Lord Chamberlain will be arriving here tomorrow.
What? Why would they come here?
Because the coronation will take place here the day after tomorrow, in the chapel.
What? Why?
Rumors back home, Henry. Rumors that you're getting cold feet. Concordia must have its monarch. Prime Minister wants the coronation done now, and honestly, Henry, I agree.
But it can't happen here. The coronation must happen on Concordian soil.
Well, since embassies are considered the territory of the nation they represent, you are going to temporarily transfer the chalet's deed to our embassy here. And then, after the coronation, they will sell this place at long last.
You two kissed?
I mean, no, not like technically no, but almost. I mean, Becca, I don't know what to do. I mean, my week's almost up and my book needs all of my attention, and Henry is about to become the king of a country in Europe in a few days. I mean, this is ridiculous. I should never have gotten this far. But I am falling for him, Becca. I think I'm in love.
Emily, slow down. There's something you should know. I saw a story online from some tabloid. It's got a photo of you in it together.
Oh, what does it say?
Snow Prince melts hearts, while back home, Princess Beatrix is stewing amid rumors of engagement announcements soon going out.
Engagement? No, Henry said that relationship was over.
Are you sure? It says here that they're on again, off again, but that they're back on and the announcement is soon coming out.
What?
Yeah, and there are more headlines.
Is Prince Henry on a date in the U.S.? What will fiancée Princess Beatrix think?
Can Concordia afford a royal scandal at this critical time? Do you want to hear more?
No, it's okay. I've heard enough.
Emily! You're leaving.
Yeah, I was just about to find you to say goodbye.
What's the rush?
You know, Henry, I have a book to finish and a life in Boulder. And you have a life waiting for you. You have an entire nation waiting for you. And obligations that I'm just distracting you from. Goodbye, Henry.
Emily, please. Surely, goodbye doesn't have to be farewell.
Please don't make this any harder than it already is.
And Concordia afford a royal scandal at this critical time. Do you want to hear more?
Miss Miller?
No, it's okay. Oh, Your Majesty.
I just wanted to commend you for doing the right thing. You know, I was kept informed of the shenanigans. And so I must confess, I imagined you to be a bit frivolous. But you're not at all, as I assumed. I guess one mustn't judge a book by its cover.
Thank you. I want to apologize for last night. I now know that Henry is going to be engaged to Beatrix, so... Anyway, I should probably go. I'm sure you have lots of things to attend to before you head home to Concordia.
Miss Miller, You may think me harsh, but you must understand. Concordia must have its king.
I just hope it gets a happy one.
Couldn't let you leave without saying goodbye. Made this for you.
Thank you, Prince.
Origami.
Beautiful.
Just my little way of saying thank you.
Thank me for what?
For starters, introducing me to my new girlfriend. That ski instructor I met on our fun day. Gonna come visit me in Concordia this summer.
Prince, I'm so happy for you. I wish you nothing but the best. Miss Tilson.
Miss Miller. Well, don't know what to say. It's a bit awkward. Maybe I'm succumbing to the altitude.
Come here.
You really are a breath of fresh air.
Thank you. Well, safe travels home.
Goodbye.
Welcome home, stranger.
Thanks.
Back one day and already looking busy.
I was busy up until just a moment ago. And? Send.
Did you just do what I think you did?
Yes. I just sent my entire manuscript to the publisher. I can't believe it. I'm done. I'm done.
I knew you could do it.
Oh.
So, what's next?
Good question.
Emily, I'm sorry that I roped you into all of this.
No, I should thank you, actually.
Really?
It was the most beautiful, inspiring adventure. And I would have missed it for the world.
Thank you.
Come now, sire. Why so glum? This is a great day of celebration for our country.
Of course. And it will be.
These, sir?
No, the black, please, with the pattern letters. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're looking every bit a king, Henry.
Yes, Your Majesty. Now, if only we could get him to smile.
So, are you ready?
Yes, as I'll ever be.
I thought after the coronation it might be wise to announce the new treaty. A right start to your reign.
Oh, yes, the treaty. It's a good idea. Let's do that.
Your mind seems elsewhere, Henry. Is something the matter?
No. Everything's well, Father.
Henry, for what it's worth, I liked her too. I chatted with Miss Miller before she left. She was very smart and a delightful young woman.
Yes. But, in the end, what I thought we had was a fiction.
I see.
I should really keep working on my speech.
Yes, of course. What's that?
It's something Emily gave me.
Listen, Henry. I failed to clear up a misunderstanding that Miss Miller had regarding your engagement with Beatrix. I wasn't sure what to say, and so I didn't say anything.
Oh, well. It's all right.
Well, I should go and leave you to it.
Note for a king. Every block of stone has a statue in it, and it is the task of the sculptor to discover it. Never doubt your courage. P.S. That's a royal order.
Brother, the coronation begins in 4 hours.
Yes.
You're quite all right. You know what? Now that I've got this book on the way, I think I want to just jump into the next one.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, I'm on a roll.
Any idea what that might be?
I actually started outlining a few stories, but I left my new idea book up at the chalet.
Well, you need to go get it.
I know. I don't want to go up there if Henry's still there, and I don't know exactly when they're leaving. Do you know?
They must have left because I saw a news alert today that said the coronation's happening today. So if they're in Concordia, the chalet must be empty right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna go? Do you want me to go with you?
You know, you have to get back to work in a few minutes, and I think I just want to go now and just get on with it. Besides, it'll be night before I get there.
As I step down, I turn to you, my eldest child, Prince Henry, to ask if you will assume the throne as defender of the realm, King of Concordia, carrying out your duties with all your heart. Please, make your proclamation.
Our most hallowed tradition is the passing of the Concordian crown from one monarch to the next. And while it is tempting for us to grieve as one chapter ends, we must also celebrate as another begins. To rule Concordia requires a full and honest heart. The truth is, my heart belongs somewhere else. And because I cannot give Concordia my full heart, I cannot be your king. Someone who was very dear to me reminded me of something that I had learned long ago. Every stone has a statue in it, just waiting to be discovered. And life is this way. We cannot see our futures any more than we can see a statue trapped in stone. And yet, chip by chip, our lives begin to reveal themselves until they are released from their blocks. Thus, we are faced with a choice: to carve out a life worth living, or to be carved out by life itself. Now, the choice before me today is to continue down a path that I know in my heart is wrong. The Princess Edwina is far more capable and more passionate and better suited to rule Concordia than I could ever hope to be. That is, if she's interested.
I thought you'd never ask.
My son is quite right. Concordia must have its monarch, and so it shall. Not a king, but a queen. Long live the queen.
Long live the Queen!
Sorry to put you on the spot, Eddie, but I knew you could handle it.
Are you joking? This is the most fun I've had all year.
Perhaps not a typical coronation, but I believe the right one.
Emily. Go to her. That is a royal order.
I know where you left. But Beatrix and I broke up, but the palace kept the breakup quiet because we felt that a public breakup might erode support for the treaty between our two nations. But anyway, none of that matters because I'm not going to be king, and Edwina's going to sign the treaty tomorrow. Why are you hiding behind a flag?
Oh, I came back to get the book you gave me. The coronation.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Are you staying?
Only if you stay. You and this place are all I've ever wanted.
What about your royal destiny?
I wanted to write my own story. One where the couple ended up together.
I guess Shakespeare was right. Journeys do end in lovers' meeting.
Tiếp theo như nào nhỉ? Người nhận chạy nha.